Hi everyone, I'm back in the studio today to show you how to create a new artwork. This one's using abstract flowers, and I'm also going to show you how to do it in two different styles. So I'll just go to my share screen and show you how to do the different styles. Right, let's see. Okay, so let's go to here and there we go. So this one's I've entitled Abstract Flowers. You can make it more realistic if you want. It depends what you want to do, but this is just the style that I chose. So Abstract Flowers is the title of this one, and there's two different artworks. You can do one or both, you can decide. One of them is using the watercolor technique, and the other one is using collage, which I know we've done before a little bit. So I'll start with the collage one. You can use any kind of paper you want. This is my selection that I had from my cupboard. It's just plain paper, but you can use newspaper or cuttings out of magazines, anything there that you like, it's okay. But this is the style that I've done with plain colors. And then what you need to do is find yourself some little circular shapes that you can trace around. I've got my water jars here and a container that I had that was holding some art equipment, and draw around them. You don't have to draw them properly like this around things. You can draw free circles as well. I just wanted to make mine like this so that I could make them nice and even, but it's your choice. So you just need to get your hands in a pair of scissors, then you can cut out some neat circles. So this is after I've cut out all my circles, you can see I've got a difference of colors and I've got a difference of sizes. That's quite important to get the difference of sizes, because when you start to put them together, you put them on top of each other. There's a name for this, it's called concentric circles. And as you can see, they're different colors on top of different colors there. Some of them have got 3 colors in one flower, and the others have got 2, and some have only got 1, but you can play around. This is going to show you, I had a player use different compositions there. I've off-centered some of them. If you just have a look at the small circles on these big ones, they're not right in the center, so these are not concentric, but I thought that might be fun. The next slide is how I decided. I kept mine quite simple then. And I've got one flower over here that's just in the 3 primary colors, yellow, blue, and red. And then I've got one flower on the side here that's just in the secondary colors, the orange, the purple, and the green. And then I put 2 other flowers over here. So I stuck those down, just got some glue stick, stuck them on top of each other, and then stuck them onto my white piece of card. You can use any color card for the base that you like. And then what I did was I got a Sharpie pen. Any kind of pen will do, and any color will do as well. And I just put in some detail, just simplified petals, nothing too fancy, not very detailed, just very simple. And I thought it'd be cute to make the center look like buttons. So that's why they've got those little dots there. You can make them into faces even, or just put some detail of how the flowers look in the center. It's up to you. And then my next one, this is my final one of my collage. I added some little buds to fill in the gaps there because the negative space was quite empty. So I filled them up there, and that's my final picture of my collage. So the next type of technique is the watercolor. So you can see there I've got my white card, I've got watercolor paints, and I've got my brush with clean water. With watercolors, it does help if you've got white underneath it, because otherwise your colors are going to affect what you have your paint color on. So that's your few materials that you need to make this one. And I started off with just painting on a nice big circle on my paper, but just in the clean water. And then I just dropped some blue paint on there in the middle, and you can see it just sort of spreads out. It's called bleeding. And then it gives it that really nice effect. If you don't want it to do that, then just put your paintbrush into your watercolor paints and paint directly onto your paper like that. But if you want to get a nice effect like this, which is the look I was going for, that's how you do it. Water first and put your paint onto your wet, clean paper. And then around the outside of my circle, so not going anywhere near the blue, I put some red, and you can see it's actually gone into the white area, which is where the clean water was. So it's just done some bleeding in. So the blue was in the middle and it went out, and then the red was around the outside of the water and it's gone in. So you can keep doing that in whatever different techniques you want and whatever different combinations. I've here chosen, this is the beginning of my primary. So this is just the red on the outside, the blue in the middle, and the yellow If you remember from the collage one, that's how I had a collage picture with red and then blue and then yellow. So that was just using my 3 primary colors to make that flower. And then I decided to make one in the secondary colors, the same as I had for my collage picture. So started off with some yellow. Then I put in some blue, and then you make a green center. That's the photo was taken when it's very wet, which is why you can see all the white reflections, all the water's on there. But when it dries, you can see it makes very green. And then I carried on going. So this one now is going to make, I've put red down first, and then I've added blue, and that's how you make the color purple. So we've made green so far, one of the secondary colors, and we've made some purple, another secondary color. And now, who can guess what's going to come next? This is yellow, and I'm adding in some red to make orange. So that's your 3 secondary colors, and that's now the second flower on my picture with my abstract flowers. So here you can see that's my primary flower in the middle. I've got my secondary flower over here, and then I just did a bit of red, and when I waited for it to dry a little bit, I put some more red over the top. So then you get your 2 different tones, and you can keep on doing that as well. I could have made an even darker tone of red if I'd gone over the middle again. If I'd gone over a bit of the blue, you can actually see very tiny bits here. It's made a bit of purple because the red and the blue make purple. Then using my purple watercolor, I was lucky because I had some watercolor some purple watercolor in my set. So this is not a purple that's been made from mixing 2 colors. This is a purple over here and here for the buds that are from my watercolor set. And the same with the orange. That wasn't one that I've mixed. That was actually in the set, and the same with the green for the stalks and the center. So I could have left it like that. It's very pretty, just a pale watercolor abstract flowers, but I decided to make it the same as the collage. And I added in pen with my Sharpie once all the paints had dried. So that's now got a similar effect to the collage picture. And that's 2 different ways to make different pictures. So that is the end of that slideshow. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. I thought, as it was springtime, spring weather has certainly arrived here in the UK, that it was nice to make something spring and pretty. And also, it's Mother's Day in the UK coming up very soon. So you could maybe even make a picture of these for your mum. That's the one that's made out of the watercolors. You can see there. And then the separate one for the collage. That's, oh, I need to get this right one day. There we go. The collage picture. So 2 bright, very cheery, very fun pictures of abstract flowers. I hope that's inspired you to go away and create something fun. And I will see you next time with another fun activity. Right, take care, everyone. Goodbye.